battle now as we get ready for them to go up through the as we get ready for them to go up through the gears. Let's start the race here at Talladega. Green flag is out.
And we're set to go with the EA Sports 500. Doesn't look like an advantage there yet.
It's like a train coming up to speed as the engine churning out the horsepower to get these cars up to speed. Down the backstretch they go, 2 by 2.
It takes nearly a full lap to get to full speed. These engines are restricted down to 450 horsepower, so it takes a little bit of time to get some momentum. Very, very organized to start.
So many times we see manufacturers working together, Fords with Ford, Chevys with Chevys. Well, right now at the start of this race, you've got to dance whoever you have come with.
That's really where a crew chief can help. You know, the drivers can only really do so much. As a crew chief, you have to kind of put your driver in a position to find his teammates or find his manufacturers. Do that by how you pit, when you pit, how many tires you take. And already you see that pushing and shoving that Jeff and Dale talked about in the bumpers and how they line up as we're on board with Denny Hamlin and the Coca-Cola Zero Sugar cameras. It gives Ryan Blaney a little shove.
Look at this wad of cars.
Blaney takes that momentum, transfers it to the car just in front of him.
So you hear that information, that's Denny Spotter actually telling him what's in front of Ryan Blaney. So as you're pushing a car, not only do you want the information from behind, but you can't see, like pull up behind a car on the interstate, you can't see up in front. Well, these guys are doing that. They need to know how much room is in front of that 12 car, so Hamlin doesn't push him right up into that bright-colored 24 of William Byron.
Bill Elliott.
Folks at home, Steve didn't just ask you to pull up this close.
I meant like if you were sitting in traffic, like stopped in traffic.
You're going to block the path, and hopefully also he's going to give you a push down.
Side by side, they stay for the lead. Get on the inside. It's Eric Almirola winning the pole yesterday. Joey Logano on the outside. A little help there from Kyle Larson.
To advance your position, NASCAR says you are out of bounds. You'll be penalized. Did you see that BT? Kenny Wallace had a
what you
really
see right there in the 5-car, second car on the outside, that blue car, those flaps that keep popping open on the hood, that's literally because of the air pressure change. So you see right there on the right side, the flap pops up. Those flaps are there so when cars spin, it vents the air out, trying to keep them on the ground. And the air pressure can be such a way in the draft where it literally has zero air pressure holding the flap down. He's so tight in the draft, so the flap just opens right up. You think that'd be distracting. It would distract me if I was driving.
Already see a third group starting to develop toward the back of the field. Daniel Suarez has got a few cars up on that high side now. A few more jumped in front of him. I see Bowman. Looks like the 17 of Chris Buescher. They're making some good time up there. Expect to see a few more cars start to maybe jump in the front of this line. They want to go up here and get some track position.
Riding along with Chris Buescher and the BuildSubmarines.com on board.
And right now, this is the time where the cars are.
It's one of those forward noses we talked about in the pre-race.
So the 3 wide is
push really aggressively.
If you're going to drive 3 wide, this is
as opposed to the Chevrolets and the Toyotas, they can shove, they can push as well. Just got to be careful with transition to the corner.
Denny Hamlin in that green car this week. He jumped up to that outside lane trying to be the first car leading it.
Up to 14th after 4 laps.
Saw it coming, saw the run coming, moved up in front of Alex Bowman. And now they get the guys in that second lane. They're looking to see if it's going to gain momentum. If it is, they want to be the first one leading. There you go.
And Michael Waltrip
Riley Earps making a move up there to get in front of Denny.
As soon as he does that, he has to hope he made the right move because the 24 Byron fills the gap that he leaves on that middle lane. So that's a commitment you make. You don't get to undo that choice once you pull out of line. See if Earps can take it. Look at the car moving around a little bit, Jeff. Not really. Expect to see a lot of handling issues. Car's difficult to drive. He's dancing around a little bit.
And if I'm Denny Hamlin, I don't race with Riley Earps that often. I don't know how much I can push him. I don't have a complete comfort level. Nothing against Riley, but you just don't spend time with him. And so Riley is going to have to fight that all day. He's going to have to prove to everybody that I belong here. You can push me. It's going to be okay if you do. Then he's the first guy that's really giving him a shot.
He had a really good run.
Nobody in this field has raced that much with Riley Herbst. This is only his 4th Cup Series start ever. And so the 24-year-old out of Las Vegas is spending some time up front here as a big push on that bottom line. Gets Eric Almirola pushed out to 2, maybe 3 car length of the lead.
Junior's kind of got bogged down in traffic, but
They're going to come up on the back of that car really quickly.
Check him out, the black car there.
I think the best thing to do at this particular point is to stay on that inside line. If the 10 car of Almirola gets shoved way out there, you move up the racetrack, you put yourself in a bad situation. A lot of shoving going around, cars getting the car with there. You get shoved way out far.
What are they saying about 17
force that bottom groove to push you because they can't go under you. It's out of bounds, right? Use that out of bounds line actually to your advantage sometimes.
I asked him, Robbie, why is
Third lane's taking some ground up.
Real hard on your qualifying package this year.
A little bit, we focused on the things we right there in the bumper. Trying to get him some momentum, get into the corner.
Their average finishes there.
They're wide open in front of him.
If you're Riley Herbst,
on this racetrack,
how much anxiety do you have right now being pushed by Denny Hamlin, a 51-time winner at the Cup Series, and he's trying to push you to the lead at Talladega?
No anxiety at all. You're actually feel like you're in pretty good hands. But if you move up too high right there, then he could have went to the middle. Almost thought about it. It looked like if you're Herbst, you got to be careful where you're running and be a little more defensive. Force Denny to push you. Don't give Denny options, right, to leave you out of the draft. And Denny cannot help you through the tri-oval if you're all set to the right really far. So not much Denny could do there, but here they come down the back straightaway. A good shove for this 11 car.
We're starting to see blocking already. The 22 and the 5 have dropped down to that low line.
A couple 3 wide.
And it's Joey Logano who's leading here at Talladega.
See Kenseth behind Buckshot Jones. Back in a Winston Cup field for just the 2nd time this season in the 00 car. Buckshot running 9th. It's a former DEI car and engine that Michael Waltrip's NASCAR Busch Series team is fielding for the Georgia driver.
Last time by, just 3 seconds between the leader, Jamie McMurray, and the last place car of Jason Jarrett.
Check that out. Now the leader's pit. Matt Yoakum, what you got on McMurray for us?
Well, when he looked in his mirror out and saw that his teammate Sterling Marlin had pulled in behind him, he said to his spotter, Lauren Lanier, "Is that Sterling?" He suggested, he goes, "Tell him I can run anywhere he wants to run, but I prefer the bottom." Sterling said, "Anywhere he wants to go, I will go." And then about 2 laps ago, he said, "Is Sterling trying to pass me or is he running warm?" He's starting to dip out a little bit. They said, "We believe he's running a little warm. You just run your line, he'll follow you."
And the reason he asked that is because sometimes the guy behind you may not be able to run the bottom line, so he has to move up, and you don't want to get past if the guy moves up behind you and 7 or 8 or 30 guys go with him. So you want to know where that car behind you is running. You want to help him so he can help you.
10 laps complete. I want you to remember to make note of who leads at lap 50. If you'd like to win a trip to New York City and work as a special correspondent at this December's Winston Cup Awards ceremony, know the driver who leads at lap 50 for your chance to enter the NASCAR Big Apple Sweepstakes. Anything happens, we'll come back live. For now, we take a break from Talladega.